And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Schligs, how you feeling today?
Oh, bro, I'm feeling very grateful, but dealing with intense pain.
Oy vavoy, well, it's a good thing that we're about to Yatzak B'Taira.
Over here, I'm gonna be on mute and my video off. I'm just resting.
I hear ya.
But I am here to Yasak B'Taira despite the pain.
Baruch Hashem. So the Gemara says like this: Shal philosopher echad as Rabban Gamliel. So a philosopher went and he's like, "Yo, Rabban Gamliel, I got a question." It says in your Torah, says the philosopher. We love Rabbi Gamliel, right? Like we saw about that first stop in Shiva's show in the dig.
Over here.
In the dome over here. And we saw it was Jashem Ben Gamliel, but Rabbi Gamliel, it was Rabbi Gamliel. They asked Rabbi Gamliel, his kids came back, they were trash, they were drunk, right?
Love it.
So we love Rabbi Gamliel. So Rabbi Gamliel is out here talking to some philosopher. Some philosopher asked him a question. He says, "Isn't your Torah? Ki Adonai din ki Hashem Elohecha Elohecha ish ochla. This fire that will eat anything. Ish ochlahu el kano." So, and it says also that God is a fire that eats. Is opposing Devarim, and also he's a jealous God or a zealous God. Jealous, really. Or zealous. מפני מה מזכנה בעובדיה ואין מזכנה בו. So I think the question that Rabbi Gamliel is asking, that is asked by this philosopher is, well, why is Hashem jealous or zealous? Right? Very interesting. It's the same word in Hebrew, is not the same word in English, but it basically is rhymes. Jealous and zealous.
And that's the same term in Hebrew? The same
Kana.
word as jealous and zealous?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're back. Connected to audio. Am I going to do a third one? Briefly, give me an and we're back. Real cute. Nice. And we're back. DVJ, are we back? Some sad news. What's up? Oh, tell me after share. We'll talk about it after share. All right. So, a philosopher asks, it seems the philosopher asks Rabbi Gamliel, it says that Hashem is miskaneh, he's jealous, he's zealous. Why is he zealous on the people that worship idolatry, but he's not jealous or zealous, right? He's not jealous or zealous like about the idolatry itself, maybe. Amar Lo, Rabbi Gamliel answers this philosophy. Emshul lach mashal. I'll give you a mush. What's a mashal? A parable.
Parable, yeah. Nice. Good word. Good termage there. Parable.
And thanks. I didn't know. I was like, wait, how do you say mashal in English? And then I was like, oh yeah, pig. So Lamad Davardam, what does it do? To Melech Basar Vidam, a king of flesh and blood. Shahaya lo ben echad, he had one son. Vozo ben haya migadel lo es hakelev. So the son, he had a pet dog. He had a little dog. I think they called him Twitch. Over here. We can't hear you, DVJ. Yo, DVJ is on mute. Anyways, DVJ's dog is named Twitch, and that's why I made that joke. Okay, so he had a dog. V'hala lo shem al shem aviv. And he gives the dog the name of his father, the king. Can you imagine, DVJ, if one of your kids named his dog David Yaina? You'd be like, hey, we still can't hear you though. You come out and back in. So, Ukashahu Nishba Amar Bechaya Kelev. And so he's swearing in the name. It's okay. But yeah, it's fine. It's good. I can see the crew. DVJ's gone now. He's coming back in. Schliggs is learning Torah through his sickness, which may or may not have been caused from not eating any fleischiks for like, what has it been, like 3 years?
two
How long?
plus, two
2
plus
plus.
years.
Were you eating meat in state trigs?
When we were in State Trigs, I was eating meat.
Nice. Ziggs was machzir.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sky.
So we're talking about Ziggs. This, when I talk to your camera, it has like
It repeats automatically.
yeah, exactly. It's like too much chazara. You know, you gotta at least let me finish the sentence for chazer. You know. So this kid had a dog, and the prince, he had a dog, and he called the dog his dad's name. And when he swears, he says, I swear in the name of the dog. B'chai Kelev. B'chai Kelev Abba, in the name of the dog, in the name of my father. Kishashama HaMelech, when the king hears, Al Mihu Koes, right? Who would the kid be upset at? Al Benu Koes, he'd be upset at the kid, at the son who called the dog the name of his father, right? Or is he going to be upset at the dog? Havi Omer Alabenu Koes. He'll be upset at the dog, right? Saying, so a philosopher came and asked Rav Gamliel. He said, why is Hashem, why does he hate the worshiper of idols, but he doesn't like say like, oh, I'm going to be so zealous in destroying the idols themselves? Why doesn't Hashem want to kill the idols? I compare it to a son who names his dog the name of his father, and he's swearing in the name of his dog father, right? And he's taking his father's name and making it the name of a dog. It's disrespectful. Who's he going to be mad at? The son or the dog? Obviously, he's going to be mad at the son, not the dog. The dog didn't do anything. The idol, I'm not going to be mad at the idol. It's not. I'm not going to be mad at the son that it gets worshipped by dumb people, by shaitim, by brainwashed heliocentrists. The Gemara calls them shaitim, but whatever. We don't have to go into that again. You know, if you want to see me really rip on heliocentrists, check out last year. So I'll be mad at the son, right? Amar Lo, he says to the son, Kelev at the Koreh Osa, you're calling your father the name of a dog. Velo yesh ba mamish. Velo yesh ba mamish. Does it not have some realness to it? We have to see exactly what that means. Amar lo umara isa. Amar lo bam achaz nafla deleka be'irenu. He says, well, what did you see? He said, one time there was a fire in my city. The Nisraf Akola here in the whole city burned hula, right? The Ozo based Avodah Goravim lo Nisraf. But the idolaters, the house of idolatry didn't build. Sounds, right? That's why maybe Rav Gamliel says to this philosopher, like, why are you an idol? Because I saw that the whole town burned down, but that based on Avodah Zarah, the house of Avodah Zarah didn't burn down. They probably put some blue paint on the roof. Amar lo emshel l'cha mashal. Amar lo emshel l'cha mashal. I'll tell you another mashal, another parable. Lamed davar doma. What is it similar to? The melech must have adam to a king. Shesarkal of Medina. The nation was not happy with this king. The state was not happy because who owes them milchama im Chaim who owes it, oh im amazing who owes it. So when the king does a war, is he going to war with live people or with dead people? Right? Who is he going to war with? Oh, so maybe there was a king, right? And then there was and then like some nation came in and started like attacking this king. So who's the king going to do war with? The live people or the dead people? Havi Omer Imakayim, who is doing war with the life. Oh, so then Amar Lay, so then the idolater, the philosopher's like, Kelev Adakurel, so you're calling idolatry dogs. Mace Adakurel, so you're calling them dead. Imgain Yabdena Mina Ilam. If that's the case, then let him kick us out of the world. Amar lo ilu davar she'ein olam tzarich lo haya ovdim harehim umivatla. That was what we said yesterday, right? Listen, if it was something that the world didn't need, Hashem would have been mevatel it. But the sun, the moon, harei ain't ovdim lechama levana kolom. Those they're worshiping celestial beings. Le'afikim ulegeos to they're worshiping afikim like. I think Afikim is like high mountains and Geos are like low valleys. Yeah, but Olam, they showed them what Hashem's going to get rid of his world because some people are worshiping it. Mereinu Omer. And that's what it says, that's shot in Pasuk. Asov azav komal pnei adam ne'um Hashem. The Pasuk in Safania. Shlegs is like, ooh, Safania, just when I needed to heal my ailment.
Over here.
Over here. Oh, over here. And Ush is like, who's Stefania?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Stefania over here.
I know it's
Stefania, I think there's only one parak in Stefania. I think it's the shortest book in Tanakh. And so, but I could be wrong, but I think Stefania is like this Navi, he got like Navi of one parak worth of Nevuah. And so he says, Asov Azab Kol Ma'al Pnei Adama Ne'um Hashem. Asov Adam Ubehema. Right, this is the next passage. Bring everyone, gather in the Adam Ubehema, man and animal. Asov Ov Hashemayim. Gather in the boys, the Dagayam and the fish. The Michsholes, the Michshalos, Ezer Shaim. The Hamachshelos Ezer Shaim. Be crazy as the Adam Me'al B'nei Adam Hashem. Like what? Stefania is saying, yo, gather all the animals. Right? Like what? And what does it say? It says, be crazy as the Adam Me'al B'nei Adam. I'm going to the Hamachshelos as the Rishayim, that they tricked the Rishayim. Shleg, do you want to pull up Safanya and just get us an article translation of these psukim, unless you want to pull it up in Hebrew and get us Dechashi? We should do that. I don't know, whatever. We only have 45 minutes. Steigen da, it's psukim, it's Tanakh. What are we? But the truth is that we got to learn Tanakh. It's very important that we learn Tanakh because these are our real heroes. You know, David HaMelech, he was a hero. David HaMelech, he would wake up in the middle of the night. He would hear his like the harp that he put up over his thing. The wind would come. He would wake up in the middle of the night and start steiging Torah. And then what would he do during the day? he would kill Plishtim. That's a real hero, a scholar warrior. And since Tanakh is not learned in mainstream yeshivas, we don't really know like what is Jewish and what is not Jewish. We're like, oh, what? A Jew is going to take revenge? Like, yes. A Jew is going to kill? Yes. If we have to save our own lives and our own family members, of course. So wait, because the Rishayim were Nichshel Behen Yabdei Min HaOlam, they're gonna be lost from the world. The Halola Adam Hein Ovdin, aren't they worshiping? Oh babe, I need a chig. A porty, please. Are they not worshiping some dude? They're crazy as Adam helping Adam. Yeah, Hashem's gonna get rid of the okay. Good idea. Shkayach Rebbetzin. Yo, is this because of her that we did 20 days in a row? So, we got call her Mama Rachel over here. Like the wife of Rabbi Akiva. Shali v'shalachem shalahi. Yeah, we'll push it from the top. Oh, Kevito. Good. Kevito, shalom aleichem. All right. Yo, Kev, what's up?
You're on the volume button.
We're good. Okay.
No, you're probably unmuted.
Oh, am I muted now? Hey! What's up, guys? Sorry about that. We're just having a little nothing difficulties. All right. So, Kev, you came at the perfect time. We're learning about a conversation between a philosopher and a rabbi.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Fill
man.
me in.
All right. So, and we're just about to do Chazara to review it, this time with Rashi. So, a philosopher asked Rav Gamliel, he says, it says in your Torah that Hashem is fire and he's a jealous God. Says Rashi, Hashem is jealous and zealous to take revenge on the people who worship idols. Hashem is gonna wipe them all out of the world, out of the earth. The idolaters are gonna eat them up. So asks the philosopher to the rabbi, oh, Hashem is going to be so jealous, zealous to slug up and to beat up and to destroy all of the worshipers of the idols. But what about the idols themselves? Why doesn't Hashem go and destroy the idols themselves? He says, I'll give you a mashal. I'll give you a parable. What is this compared to? To a king of flesh and blood. Shahaylo ben echad, the ozo ben aya migadel lo ezakelem. So this son was raising a dog. Ve'aleh lo shame, al shame aviv. So he named the dog after his dad. Right? Let's say his dad's name was Tony. He calls the dog Tony. Because Yehu Nishba, and when he swears, Omer, he says, I swear on the life of the dog Tony. Kishashama Amelech, when the king hears Al Mihu Koes, who's he going to be angry at? Al Benu Koes, all it comes. Is he going to be angry at the dog, or is he going to be angry at the son? At the dog father, right? Avi Omer Alabenu Kohen should be upset at the son. So what his point is, what is Hashem going to be mad at these getchkas for, these idols for? Hashem's not mad at the idol. Hashem is angry and zealous to destroy the worshippers of the idol, but he's not actually angry at the idol. The idol doesn't have intellect, just like a dog. So now this guy, this philosopher says, you're calling idolatry a dog? Hello, Yeshba Mamish. He says, but idolatry is a real thing, right? Isn't idolatry a real thing? Isn't idolatry like a real thing? He's like, Gemara Isa. He's like, all right, what experience did you have in life to make you think that your idolatry is so real? So he says, one time there was a fire in the city and the entire city burned, right? And this one house of idolatry didn't burn down. He says, I'll tell you an example, right? If a king, an earthly king, a human king, that the nation was, or a nation started like attacking him, and they were bad, and they weren't obedient or whatever. Kishu owes that milchama, when he does a war against these people that were like dissing him, right? Is he gonna attack the people of the city that are alive, or is he gonna attack the idolatry house of idolatry in the city, which is dead? Nothing deader than an idol. They have eyes, Kevito, but they cannot see, and they have ears, but they cannot hear. But they're not alive, they're dead. So now this philosopher is getting mad. Right? So I say they do work, they do war with the people that's alive. As the monam, right? He does war and he destroys all their money, right? So wait a second. So the king, his Medina was like bothering him. And so he makes a war, it seems, and Rashi says that he destroys their money. Now, it could be that the Pshat in Rashi that destroys the money, that it is the king's own nation that's bothering him. That's like upsetting him. So then what does the king do? The king goes to war to waste the money of the people in his own nation, which is kind of like what America does and all these nations. They have a war and it bankrupts everyone. So that could be a pshat in Rashi, right? Mechala as mamonam. Or it could be that no, the nation that's attacking him, he goes to war against them, is mechala as mamonam. And he attacks them and divests them. So now this philosopher is really upset. Havi Omer. So says the philosopher, you're calling idolatry a dog, and Mesa the girls, they're calling it dead. If Hashem doesn't like this stuff so much, if God doesn't like this stuff so much, then let it be destroyed from the world. Yavdenim in Olam. Amar Lo, and now he quotes the Mishnah that we just learned, that listen, if they were worshiping something that the world didn't need, Hashem would have gotten rid of it. But what are they worshiping? Sun, moon, stars, constellations, afikim. Rashi says afikim is afike motzei mayim. I don't know what is afikim, but afikim is like a spring or something. What's the chance? Spring, nice. Okay, because that's what Rashi says. Afikim motzei mayim, nice. And geos is valleys. So, yeah, but Olam that the whole world would be destroyed just because a few idiots are going and worshiping these things that are crucial to the world, like the sun, which is local. V'cheinu Omer, and the stars which are in the dome in the Rakia. V'cheinu Omer, and that's what it says. And now the buzzing is Zavanya. Shlegs, it's your time to shig, to shine.
Yo.
But before, but I can barely hear. What is happening in this?
I think you're just not on speaker mode.
Oh, okay, got it. Yo, Shleg. So first we're gonna see the Rashi. This is Atov Azav, Kilomar. Ha'achale ezakol b'tmeya. But I'm gonna destroy everything. It's a question. He's asking a question. Right? Atov Azav, kol me'al b'nei Adam. I'm gonna destroy everything from the world. No, Hashem asks, Atov Adamu ve'ema v'amichsholos ezerushaim. What I'm gonna destroy? I'm going to destroy man and beast. I'm going to destroy bird and fish and the things that tempt and make the evil people sin, says Rashi. What I'm going to take, Hashem said, I'm going to take out all the things that the Rishayim mess up on, all the things that the evil people moose. You have to admit all since this item is making the evil people make a mistake, so they just make it right, make it that there's no cheeseburgers in the world, and then no one would eat cheeseburgers. You know? Hello, Adam. Hello, Adam Ein Ovdin. Are they Adam Ein Ovdin? Right? What? Are they not also worshiping man? Right? You know that some people worship a guy named Yeshu, and they worship Jesus, and he's a dude. And so are they not worshiping a man? So what's the question? Like, oh, are they not worshiping a man? What are we going to do? Get rid of everything that tempts people to worship idolatry, and then they worship a person, and then, well, so we have to get rid of humans also? Like what? Like get rid of everything? So then it says the crazy as Adam that I will cut the crazy as Adam again. Rashi says b'tmeya shari av Adam of them, right? Just because a person is missing with it, it should be lost from the world. They're also worshiping other man, like another man, and so then it says, no, yeah, the crazy is Adam, the crazy as Adam, Adama. Right. Oh, well, I'm gonna. They're worshiping man, right? I'm gonna now. Oh, since there's a possibility that someone will come and worship another human, what? I'm gonna get rid of all humans? Question mark over here. Okay, DVJ, how much take leg? Let's look it up.
15.
Says in my
Yeah,
thing.
15.
Okay, new story. So Agrippus starts off as Rav Gamliel. So now another person is going to ask Rav Gamliel a question, and it's Agrippus. And they call him Agrippus, the army general. It says in your Torah, so it says that Hashem is fire that will eat anything he comes into contact with. He is a zealous God or a jealous God. Whom is Gana Ella, Chacham, Bechacham, Begibor, Begibor, V'Asher, V'Asher. Do people get jealous? You only get jealous of like a smart person will get jealous of another smart person, right? And I can get jealous of a dumb person. And a strong person will be jealous of another strong person, or a rich person of another rich person. So what? Hashem is jealous of the idolaters. Does that mean that like they're on the same level? Chas v'shalom, God forbid. So what is?
It's jealous of idols.
I'm ending share. Okay. So okay, I thought that I should have said this, and I always think during show I got to tell you this. Don't tell me Art Scroll, please.
No, idols. You meant idols. It's not even. It's
Like we're figuring it out, and you're looking at it, and you see the English right away, and so it doesn't.
It's just it's idols. Like those are.
No, we said that. We said actually, we said in the past, like yesterday, like in the last page, we said that Hashem is not jealous of the idol itself. He's not going to destroy the idol. He's only zealous against the worshipers, the Avodah. Right? So that's where I'm at right now. And if you're telling me that this time it means like we're right in the middle of it, please don't like ruin it. Don't give spoilers of what Art Scroll says.
Like you said.
What is that?
Like Avodah, but I think
No, so last time we used this pasuk, it was the Avodah, it was the worshiper. So here also, like I'm going to start by translating it like according to how we translated it in the last word on the last page. If we end up realizing like, oh, they're using the pasuk differently this time or something, then like we'll figure it out like along with the Gemara. But that's why like it's like you could have Art Scroll in class, but you can't like have inputs about like, oh, Art Scroll says this and not give us.
I thought you just.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all
We
good. It's
need
all,
we need to bribe.
yeah, we need to apply. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, it's all good. I didn't mean to say I'm ending sheer and get mad. I didn't mean to get mad. Hey, that means you can't get mad either. I would never get mad. Okay. You're not mad? Okay. 20th year in a row today. Schlig sends love. Okay, anyways, so it says Elkanah Klumik Vizkaneh Chacham Bechacham Gibor Gibor Asher Asher. So what? Is there anything similar between Hashem and who he's jealous of or zealous of? Amar Lo. So Rav Gamliel says to Agrippas, Em Sholach Mashal, I will tell you a mashal. Lamad Davar Domet. What is this compared to? La'adam Shenasa Isha. Ah, babe. Talking about our wedding. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Ask Schleg. Sometimes, like, like the Rav Wilson. Sometimes, like when you're teaching, you just
Yeah,
like you say
I
something like,
understand.
to the Talmidim, like, "Yo, what are you
It's
doing?"
you know what it is, bro? It's that each generation of these Talmidei Chachamim, they had to be so sharp with rejecting false opinions in order to maintain the
Yeah,
Torah.
but it wasn't even a false opinion that
No,
you
no,
said
not that it's a
necessarily,
false, not that it's a
but
false
it was
opinion.
just
What I'm
the
what
Derech
I'm saying.
Haliva. I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
We have to learn Gemara. I don't want to get into it, but Shkayach.
Yeah.
So it's like a guy who marries a girl. Al ishto chashuva v'mena. So he marries a woman, right? He marries a second wife. That's more. The second wife is more chashuv than the first wife. Ein miskaneva kechusa v'mena miskaneva. Al ishto. Oh. So this guy is gonna marry a second wife. So if she's more important than the second wife, she's married to he's married to an important woman or a very special girl, and then he wants, I want to get a second wife. So if the second wife is less important than the current wife, the current wife is like, whatever, he's just marrying. I'm not gonna be jealous of this new wife that he has. But if the new wife is more important, then the old wife might get jealous. Okay. And that's another dot. And let's see the Rashi. Rashi says, Ein misgana bo isha rishona, eino makbedes kokach, Rashi says. There's no as Baila to hate her husband. Aval im pechuzim imena, misgana umakbedes alav, l'senozo, she'll hate her husband. She'll hate her husband if he goes and marries someone who's better than she is, or at least in her eyes. And so that is, let's see. Agribis, the Sar Tzava, says to Rav Gamliel, it says in your Torah, because Hashem, your God, is Eish Ochla, is fire that eats him. We say El Kana, so Klum is Kana, El Chacham Bechacham, Gibor Begibor, Ashir Be'ashir, Amar Lo, Emshel Chamashim, Adam Shanasa Isha, Al Isho. So what's the parable? That idolatry, a person worships idols, it's like he's marrying another wife. Now, this other wife, this idol wife, is nothing. It's not kashuva more than a Kadosh Baruch Hu. But still, it says that Hashem is El Kana. So if Hashem is jealous of these, it seems that Rivka's pshat is easier to say. You could explain it either way, but it seems like Rivka's pshat, Artsko's pshat, might be right in this case. That even though last page we explained that God is zealous, and he's not zealous against the other gods, but he's zealous against the worshipers. But here he's saying that he's zealous or jealous, right, of the other gods. But what does that mean? Why would he be zealous of the other gods? Jealous of the other gods? He says, well, a guy, so Hashem is the Adam, and he married, this guy, that's the parable. This guy, the Adam Shanasa Isha, this guy married a woman, right? Another woman, a second wife. If she's more chashuv, if the first wife is more chashuv, is not miskana, but if it's less than her, no, it's the other way around. If the husband goes and marries a second wife, and the second wife is more chashuv than the original wife, so then she's like, okay, great, okay, you married up, great, good addition to the family. But if he goes and marries some floozy, the second wife that she's just floozy from the street, then the first wife is gonna be like, now I'm pissed. And that's like Hashem. He's like, yo, you're gonna replace me with some floozy, some idol floozy. No way, Jose. And that's why Hashem is El Kano. But again, it's El Kano. Hashem is zealous. Yeah, so I guess this case it would be that he's zealous of the idol itself. And so I guess there's two ways to understand the pasuk, and we would have figured that out anyways. And it's very geschmack to figure it out. And that's why I'm banning the art scroll even from women now. Because we can't have that. We can't have that anymore. We can't have that in share.
There's nothing in the art scroll.
The art scroll tells whatever.
It's exactly what you're saying.
I know exactly what I said, but I don't. All right, we'll talk about it after share. Amar le Zonin Lerevi Akiva. So this guy named Zonin, they earth to zone in.
5
He
minutes.
says to Rabbi Akiva, he says, Libi v'libcha yada davaras v'chavim leis b'mamasha. He's like, listen, we both know idolatry is nothing. V'haka chazina and gavrei da'azli. And then we see that guys go to worship it. Kim mitberi the azu. They break and they come. Ki mitzmidi. My time when they, I don't know, when they crouch to do vapor or something. Amar lo emshal mashal. I'll tell you another mashal. What's the parable of Adam Ne'eman Shaya Be'ir? There was a believable guy in the city. There was a believable guy, so everyone was keeping their stuff by him. Shalom be'edim. What do I need edim? I'm just giving it to this. I'm just giving it to this yid over here, right? Uba Adam echad lo be'edim. And so then, like, some other guy comes and is, I'll only leave my stuff by you if I'm using edim. And then one time he goes back to the same guy and leaves it by him, but he didn't have edim. Listen, he was like really paranoid. He's like, yo, I need edim. And then like the second, everything was good and he got his stuff back. Edim again. The one time he forgot to use it, witnesses. Amra lo ishto. So the wife of this believable guy says, Bovenich parenu. Let's say that we don't know what you're talking about. Let's completely be kaifer. Let's completely say that we don't know what we're talking about. Amar Allah, he says there, this idiot did it not proper. He doesn't believe me. He has to get his witnesses, and then the next time he forgot the witnesses. This guy like messed up a little bit. Anu ne'ebad as emuno senu. We're gonna lose our believability. Avkach yizurin. So too difficult struggles that could come on a person. Chas v'shalom. B'shasha mishtagrin osa al adam. When it's being sent on a person, mashbian osan. You're making promise. Shalom telchu. Mashbian osan. So when the Yisur, when a difficulty comes to a Yid, Hashem makes a promise that you're only going to come to this guy in this state and you're going to leave it this time. Uvashab plot is the Ayde Ploni, right? At this time, at this hour, and it's going to be brought through according like through this guy. The Ayde Sam Ploni, and this is the poison. Kevan Jigias Manan Latsays. Halach is that lebeis avodas gulchavim. So this one went to the idolatr's house. Amar Yisurin. The Yisurin said, this is very crazy. The Yisurin, the struggles, they said, Dinu shalom neitzei. Right? Really, you shouldn't go. Bechosrin, and then come back. Ve'omrim, v'chim ibnei sheshot tezeh. And what this idiot is going to happen, is going to do something stupid like that. Anu ne'ebad shvuasenu. Right? So the Yisurim were like to Hashem, you tell me I have to leave, I can come and get this Yid sick for one day and then I have to leave and fix him up. And so then, so the Yisurim say, what, we're going to lose our swear, our shvua. And that's what it means in the pasuk, that the sickness and stuff, they take their, like they have to swear and they're believable. We're gonna do Chazar with Rashi on that thing, the conversation with Rabbi Akiva. Just to end share, we have a minute left, no minutes left. Stories. We heard some stories today. We heard philosophers and Agrippa's asking kashas to rabbis. And what did they say? They said idolatry is a dog, idolatry is death. And they